Hello to you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Lonnie Reed, and I'm here with Marge and David Schneider. And Marge and David, I started to say they are new residents to Branford, but they've been here for 7 years. So
We're still pretty new, according to Branford.
But they have been lifelong environmentalists and involved in a lot of really good things. And so they have organized Branford's town-wide Day of Festivities to celebrate the sun. It's actually part of an international effort to honor and encourage clean, green energy. It's kind of like Earth Day. But since the sun is the largest and most significant energy provider in the history of the world, organizers felt it should have its very own day. So the inaugural Sun Shines on Branford Day will take place on Saturday, September 20th, and you all are invited.
Absolutely.
And most of it's free. It's all free.
It's all that we're providing is free.
Yeah. So Marsh and David and their team have put together a Sun Shines on Branford Day that is informative and full of fun, and it will provide activities for every age group and an abundance of interest. And it's, again, free as well.
Right.
And so, Marge, tell us some of the many activities. And again, I see that you have your list because you don't want to leave anybody out.
You're right.
So tell us some of the many activities, demonstrations, and events that have been assembled and how all age groups are being accommodated.
Thank you, Lonnie. But first, can we please say thank you so much for interviewing us. We appreciate your taking the time.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Thank you. So, yes, you said what I was going to say to you all, that everybody is welcome. This is for all ages, and as Lonnie said over and over, this is all the activities we're providing are free. What I'd like to, and all of the activities are sun-themed, and we'll explain a little more as we go. But what I'd like to start with saying, Lonnie, is that we encourage all of our viewers, please, our listeners, to go to our website, which is sunshinesonbranford.org, and then activities will come up, and then you'll see a lot of tabs. And I'm just going to sort of run through just a little bit of an overview. There are about 38 activities and rising.
For one day.
For one day.
1 day. Oh, wow.
1 day, starting at 8 in the morning, ending after 9 p.m. with entertainment.
And they're all easy to get to.
They're all, the two hubs, Lonnie, are where most of the activities are happening are at Blackstone Library in various rooms and the auditorium and the lawn, and also at Trinity Episcopal Church on the Green. Upstairs for educational presentations, which go from, David will tell more, but from 9 to 5:30, and downstairs for some more of the art activities. But it's happening all around town. At Harrison House. Well, David's going to tell more about the tours, so I'm going to leave that for him, okay? But so there's a makeup tab. Not makeup, I'm sorry, but make it tab. Just to give you a little glimpse into it, you might decide and you want to read the description of sun catchers. And what they are is we're providing these beautiful crystals and beads. You're invited to bring broken jewelry that instead of throwing it into landfill, bring it and maybe use it for your own sun catcher or share it with others who might love what you have brought. You know, what is maybe junk or throwaway to some is a treasure to another. So you might want to share it. And they will capture, when you hang it in the window, the prisms of the crystal will reflect these beautiful rainbows across your walls. Or you might want to take fabric collage. An awesome artist is coming to lead that. And it's either, I'm not sure if she's choosing a sunset with fabric or a sunflower. She's deciding and working that up for all of you.
Sun-related.
It's all sun-related. Or you might want to learn marbling, and that's going to be a real fun activity with watercolors and water and watercolor paper. Or you might press, because you have children or you're bringing neighbors or friends with children, kid stuff. And one of the activities is construction of a solar oven. And they can bring their own oven back home with them and melt the chocolate and marshmallows for s'mores. We're going to bring marshmallows, and so we can do it if the sun
That's
is...
one of the ones you have to make reservations for, so it doesn't get overly populated.
Yes,
so the kids
thank
get
you,
a lot of
Lonnie.
attention.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Actually, sun catches, the fabric collage I mentioned, marbling, the solar oven, a lot that are happening at Blackstone. Actually, not a lot. All of them will take registration, but they want it to be throughout from their system. And so registration will probably occur beginning of September. But be patient, please, everybody. Decide what you want. Make a list and then enter, when you get an email of what's happening at Blackstone and you decide, this is for me, you can register then. You cannot register yet.
Yeah, check back to the website and you'll see that they're taking reservations.
Exactly. So a construction of a solar oven is one. Another one that you might be interested for your children is Can You Eat Sunshine? And it's teaching them the whole meaning of photosynthesis. Or you might press on Move It, and you might want to start your day with yoga. And Sally at the Raven's Wing Solar Studio is
Yoga studio.
yoga. What?
You said solar. You got solar
on
your
my
mind.
brain.
Well, you do yoga with the solar
That's
around.
right. It's all to the solar energy and the sun
She
salutation.
promised that it will be about solar energy. Yeah, all related to solar energy.
And that again is free.
It's
Yoga
free.
for free.
She's
Yeah.
absolutely
That's fabulous.
donating 45 minutes of studio time, which is so kind and generous for solar. So join her and have all this wonderful, gentle movement to start the day. Or how about moving at the end of the day, if you haven't moved enough by the day, and go to
The trolley trail.
the trolley trail, exactly, for the sunset hike.
Oh, nice.
And that's going to be led by someone from the Branford Land Trust.
That's great.
Okay, or you might press on music. How about joining our Branford facilitator, our drummer, on the lawn at Blackstone? If it's raining, it'll all say this in the description on the website. But if it's raining, the community house is opening to us. But you might want to do some drumming to the solar energy above. Or, actually, the only thing you have to bring to drumming is a chair. We won't have...
Oh, so there would be enough drums?
There'll be enough drums.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
There'll be plenty of drums, but if many people like to bring their own to a
Yeah.
drumming circle, yeah.
And is that something that the parents can do with the kids? They can
Absolutely,
do it together?
all
that'd be
ages.
fun.
So many activities are for all ages. Some activities, you'll see it all mentioned, are 16 and older, some 8 to 12. There's really, for all ages also will be chalk art. The whole street at the town hall, the sidewalk, will be for some theme, beautiful artwork for the artists and all of you.
We'll have plenty of chalk.
A lot of chalk.
And are there going to be artists leading people? And
There's going to
helping them?
be, we're all artists, right? And
Yeah.
so there's going to be someone special.
Someone special.
Yes, who's warm and loving and wonderful, who's going to facilitate that one. And the whole sidewalk, Jamie Cosgrove said, absolutely, you can have the whole sidewalk by Town Hall. And then please, if you love music, please join us on Saturday night from 7 to 9. Walsh School has opened up their auditorium, which we are so grateful for, and the Branford Chorale is performing, and Silken Sounds.
They're wonderful.
They are.
That's great.
They are wonderful. In fact, the choral director of Silken Sounds will also be presenting at Trinity. and one of the it's
Just say she works in the solar field.
field.
Yeah.
And please read about it. You'll see she's presenting from 4 to 5.
Amazing people.
Amazing. Everyone who's coming on board is so amazing. I think that's one of the big privileges, Lonnie, of working so hard for this event, is meeting so many amazing, kind, generous people as yourself. I mean, we are so grateful for so much kind generosity to us to help make this a success. I also want to add that we're reaching out to businesses. So like we said, Raven's Wing, I was going to say it again, Yoga Studio opened up. So did Martha Link Walsh open up her shop. Such a
She's a dear friend. I love her.
Yeah.
she is the sweetest, and she's designing sunflower ornaments and cards for sale. But she's also, which I think is the biggest treat, is she's demonstrating her artistry in paper cutting. She's exceedingly talented. If you don't know her in community, please get to know
She's
her.
setting up a demo site within her shop, so that's free. But of course,
Right.
she'll take sales, but she's participating in that way.
Exactly. And then Fired Up, the ceramic studio in town, is inviting 48 people, all free of charge. And she has gotten for you all sunflower ornaments that you can paint and take home that day.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, all free of charge to support this event and celebrate our glorious sun. And Tasty Yolk has come on board, and he's bringing, he's going to be selling his food on site, not in the restaurant, but from his solar-powered trailer. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing day, and it won't be anything without you all. So please come,
Yeah.
join us, celebrate the sun with us, and celebrate our transition as we move forward to transition to clean, safe, inexpensive solar energy.
Great. And David, I know you're really interested in the tours that are available, and we were talking a little earlier that the solar field, which most people don't know exists,
Right.
and we're very lucky that way because there are a lot of communities, they don't want to see the solar field. They think it takes over a nice meadow or something, and so we used ours on the landfill, the old landfill, and turned it into a solar field. And I had to, it was something, I was one of the people who worked on it along with a whole bunch of others, a bipartisan effort, to get, when I chaired the Energy and Technology Committee in the legislature, virtual net metering passed that would allow us to participate, because without that, unless you have it on your own roof, you can't be the recipient of the value that's going back into the utility system. And so you really have to be accepted into that program, and we were able to make that happen. So it's like 8 buildings and the wastewater treatment and all that. But you'll talk about that. And the other thing I want you to talk about too, because we were just talking about, I think it's so important that people are going to be able to go into people's homes and see their solar and
at least one
ask
home,
them
yes.
One home and ask questions. And
Definitely.
like, what does it look like? How does it really work? Are you happy? That kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Well, let me tell you how to find out this information. To get the details, you go to sunshinesonbranford.org, and that will take you to our website. And on the website, as Marge mentioned, under activities, you click on that. Under that, you have the tabs where she talked about the different categories, music and kids stuff and so on. But there's also a tab for Learn. And if you hit that tab, you'll see a listing of all of the expert people speaking in their fields at Trinity. But there's also the tours. And the tours, like the tour of the solar array, will have someone there to give you the details about just how it came into being. And that solar array has like 4,000 panels.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And on 4.3 acres. And it's amazing. Yes, it does power buildings in town through the net metering arrangement. And then there's the residential solar, so that one individual in town has opened up to allow for an on-site visit. And the site things that you will see is the array, and then that person will take you in to the basement to see the equipment, and you'll get more of a feel for how it is, and you'll get the to go through the process, and how you'll get the opportunity to ask many questions, whatever you need to know more about from that owner. Then there's Branford Land Trust House. That was a mouthful. And at the Land Trust House, they're remodeling and making it very energy efficient. They put in already heat pump, and they're working on energy efficient upgrades. So you'll see in the process what is going on, what your house might look like if you're putting anything like that into your house. Although that's an old building, so they're probably being more torn apart. But no, there's not much to it in terms of getting these installations done in your own home. But you'll, again, have an opportunity. There are 3 different sessions. So if you see it listed 3 times, you could pick the time you'd like. And then there's also the community sundial that a lot of people don't know about. And that's over on Birch Street behind the community garden, off of the trail that goes through there, the Greenway Trail, I think it is. And we'll have the artist, creator, who will be there to tell all about how they went about putting up that sundial. And the sundial is made of Stony Creek Quarry granite. So it's a beautiful site.
Can I add one thing about that? Because I spoke with her, and she was so delightful, the artist. And she said she hikes back there. We just want to encourage maybe to leave a little extra time if you decide to go to see her, and hike that beautiful area behind there, and then also look at the bounty of the Branford, the community garden. Because things will still be growing and producing there, and it's just an amazing, wonderful
end of season. But
and that's it's something.
Squash and stuff.
As a person who did a little gardening, but his friends were master gardeners, and all. I mean, you come to Branford, and suddenly you see that there is a community of garden experts who are so generous. And all of the things that are hanging on the street lamps, and all of those things that keeping those gardens going.
Yeah,
this incredible colony of incredible people. So that's great.
Yeah,
people can
between
interact
the
with
garden
them.
club and the community garden
at Harrison House.
Yeah.
And
that's
so and that's another thing. There's a tour at Harrison House Museum, Barn, and Gardens. They will be doing presentations of helping to explain about gardening in colonial times. And I think that's a wonderful tour, and it's a wonderful place to visit.
That'd be sort of like life-saving, wouldn't it? Gardening in colonial times.
I know. Well, that's the kitchen garden, isn't it?
So you would have some food at the end of the day.
Right, and
Oh, that's fun. That'll be great.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. And they have a sundial there, too, as a matter of fact.
They do.
So there's plenty to see.
Wow. And there's more if when you go to activities. There's going to be even more. We just are giving you sort of an overview to just show you the diversity, and it's for all ages, and we just can't wait to meet some of you. So come up and say hi.
I'd like to add something. In addition to Shines On Branford on the 20th of September, this is all part, as you said earlier, Lonnie, with the of a worldwide effort. And it's happening on that weekend, the same weekend as the book sale. So there'll be a lot going on in town. Here. This town's going to be jumping.
Right.
And it's going to be wonderful. But that weekend is the equinox. And that's why it's happening. And the equinox, which usually happens the autumnal equinox around the 21st of September. It varies little. So the 21st, the next day, when our celebration is over, there will be the celebration as at a central location, which happens to be Southern Connecticut,
Central
Connecticut. Oh.
Central Connecticut State University,
from 12 to 4.
12 to 4, and it will be a festival also, similar in some ways, but nothing like Branford.
Right. Branford actually does lead the way in solar energy.
One of the
We're one
leaders.
of the leaders, and
It's really remarkable, and it's been a bipartisan effort. You know, there have been
that's what we love.
Yeah, people in this community who early on were going, you don't understand, you know, the amount of sun that, and they were doing their own solar. They were, you know, finding companies and having it installed and already experiencing it, and then wanting to kind of share that knowledge with the community. So yeah, it's
So great. Something else is happening, may I add, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
So upstairs again at Trinity, the Conservation Commission, someone from the Conservation Commission will be also hosting a workshop on the planting of native species. So if you want to encourage butterflies, you have to feed the caterpillars, and if you want to do that, you really need to, even if you start with one native. So she's going to be talking all about that, which is a vital subject as well. And for residential solar, we have, I think, about 3 options that people can either come to all and really learn and take in the different options that are available, whether it be someone who's coming who's an independent person and can provide her perspective. We have a corporation that they qualify homes. They don't qualify.
we work
the
with
people.
them.
Yes.
I'm with the Green Bank now, and we work with them a lot, and they're amazing.
I know.
They go into the communities that have been underserved for years, and they get
That's
so folks that kids that have asthma and all of that stuff, cleaning up those communities, and they
it's
do
so
it in a real
vital.
way.
That's why we're so delighted that they have come on board, because it's a real beautiful offering. And we have, I just cannot, I'm so sorry, everyone, but you'll see it. I cannot remember the exact company. I don't want to misquote, but we have a third option as well. And
Residential.
for residential solar. So you can come to all, or just choose the one that really interests you the most. Interestingly enough, the person who's talking from Posigen, she had such a beautiful spirit. And after we gave her space, she said, "Thank you so much." It touched me so much, because what she said after that was, "Now, how can we help you?" Mm-hmm. And I said, I've never been asked that. We've done so many huge events back home. That was so unique to me. And I said, "Well, what does that look like? I don't know what that looks like." She says, "We'll do anything. Do you need us to hang stuff? Do you need us?" So she actually is one of the people that is heading up the solar construction. She used to be a teacher in Mexico, solar oven construction. Yeah. And she's she's donated all the materials for us. Very, very, there's so much generosity pouring out to make this truly a successful community town-wide event. It's really, it's awesome, it's heartwarming and inspirational.
I'm so glad, David, that you talked about how the Land Trust House is going to show people the heat pump. Mm-hmm. I get this question all the time, because everybody hears about how fabulous they are. Mm-hmm. And then most people have never seen one, or, have really interacted with anybody who owns one. I mean, I guess they're all over Maine and various places. But that's really important for people to begin. They can save money, but also, it's easy to live with.
That's right. And there is a presentation at Trinity on heat pumps.
And the 3 site visits there.
3 site visits, yes.
Someone will be there during each of those hours. Be part of an hour each time. I
mean, our goal, Lonnie, really was to have fun while learning and understanding our real need to transition.
Well, one thing I love that you said when we began talking was that you did not want this to be some kind of political lecture or to have, negativity brewing. No. You want this to be the community coming together and getting excited about, the biggest star in our lifetime,
right.
That's really been there for us.
That's right. And it's there for everyone.
For everyone.
There's no judgment on it. There's no status. There's nothing. That sun shines for everyone to appreciate and take advantage of. And that's what this festival is about. It's for everyone to learn while having fun and celebrating together, because the sun is for all of us.
And to remind people again, you had said after the musical, there's going to be dessert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So people can stay
and talk,
celebrate
and celebrate
into the evening.
Yes. And Lonnie, you are so gracious because Lonnie is going to start off all of those presentations that we said go from 9:30 to 5:30 at Trinity. Lonnie's going to start it off with a keep on keeping on.
Well, it's so interesting, and I think about I was a news reporter for years, and back in the day when we actually left the building and did news reporting, and there wasn't Google. And I think about the way things come at you, everything's fine, and then it isn't, and how you just have to keep on keeping on. And yes, there are objectives, and there are challenges, and there are challenges can really be infuriating, but you can't let yourself
stop.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
No,
you have to keep figuring out ways to move forward, and then to meet the community of people that you've pulled together that are optimistic and figuring out ways to get it done, and still moving forward is really
for the
key.
better good of everyone.
For everyone. Yeah. No, I love that.
So that's our goal in making this happen.
Yeah, I'm only speaking for half an hour, so don't worry, everybody. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get you back out to the fun stuff. But we'll talk about what we're doing, and hopefully keep on keeping on.
Right.
So thank you so much. This has been great. I'm very excited, and welcome, as I said, to everyone, and you're welcome to come to this. We're very eager to see everybody, and so we all hope that we will see you soon.
Yes, we look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.